Well, hello, and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today, 24,030, and of course, don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And you know it, and I know it, and we all know it. Make sure you ring that bell. So, Wolf has been swept. He was a good wolf today. I need to try and clear those out, get the 80s done. I think we're probably strong enough to get them done. Legion, I actually didn't have time. Legion. Portal. I didn't have time to try Legion of Steel. I don't know why I didn't, but I just didn't. If you paid attention to stream, though, you know why. It was. Oh, damn, I forgot to. Okay, well, we'll just do this together. That's not a big deal. Completely forgot to work on Marian's runes. So we'll work on them now. Not runes. I forgot to dismantle. This won't take long. Yeah, I changed the pattern of how I do this, so it's gotten a little bit. And obviously, this pattern is going to change again when we push, when we clear 1110. Right now, I can basically just do a 10 sweep here, and that's why this is always. And then I come back, and then I dismantle and do the last sweep, but sometimes I forget to do the last sweep. Really wish we had a sweep all button. That would be nice. Some UX changes in this game would go like a long way. Alright, so that's Total War. So now we are caught up in Total War. That's why I always check. And the Archer store is purchased. And astrology. We need to astrologize. Eventually what I'll probably do is figure out, you know, the average of how many times I have to sweep for the stages. And it's going to be challenging when we clear the next one. And let's purchase some heroes. Because right now, since I'm sweeping what I get, it's no big deal. When we clear 1110 and I'm sweeping and I'm getting all rank 1 stuff, or rank rare 1 stuff, it's going to be a little bit more hard, a little bit more difficult. And the reason being is because the rare 1 stuff. Hold on, let me finish this. I'm focusing. The rare 1 stuff will now become the default, so I won't be able to like willy-nilly sweep. I'm going to have to do it a little bit more strategically, and I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that right now. It's a problem for the future, but I mean the future is coming quickly. Again, I spoke to somebody on the Discord, and they basically had cleared 1110 at 1600, so I mean we shouldn't be that far off. We really shouldn't. How did the ring get so far behind? Well, today's the day we're gonna fix that. And maybe tomorrow too. I don't know. It'll likely be tomorrow. We will kind of start with the ring, and then it'll probably. Wow, we got a lot of blues. This is actually the reason I stopped using. I switched to dismantling because you get so many blue items. I wanted you to see how many blue items I was getting just from sweeping. All right, now we're only 12 levels behind. That's a good start. And also, I won't be able to do a 18 sweep. Because with the blue items are going to give me 1,200 each, so I should only need 5.5 to upgrade each one. So it's going to be a little bit different too, because otherwise I'll just pile up dust. So it'll be more of a play it by ear thing. Alright, trying to get to 68. 1667. 1668. And we've used about half of our artifacts so far. Defense penetration. Lovely. At this point, I feel comfortable with like deleting some of these rings. The last time we did this, I almost felt like I did this too early, and I thought I was going to run out of rings. That's why I wanted to do 2 awakenings first. But at this stage, we probably aren't going to get 3 more awakenings out of 91 artifacts. Even as much as I would want that to happen, it's not going to happen. So trying to get to 72, and 72 would be the next one. Or 71. I meant 71. 72 is for 1,500. And crit damage, now that is what we need to see. If we get some more crit damage, that'd be very helpful, Mr. Ring. Okay, and we can get rid of all these orbs. We obviously aren't going to be doing anything with the orb today, outside of a miracle, but with 30 left, there's no miracle. We're going to do 1673. And yeah, we're not going to have enough to get to 74. It was close. All right. So, is 74 the next one? Yeah. Okay. That clears that out. And imagine that, 75.4 million. Zerdan, were you holding out on us? Maybe a little. So 1677 versus 1673. So obviously I'm just going to need to juice the ring a little bit to catch it up. And we'll probably go like the ring to 1680 tomorrow, and then we'll work on, get back to the norm. I like doing the ring. If this actually like showed the damage, I would really enjoy doing the orb too. As this doesn't show the damage, this really makes this a lot less enjoyable. Like it could, and it wouldn't have to account for crit or anything like that, even though that would be nice. It could just be like, okay, this is 75 million. So rather than this odd number, it would just put the attack in there. Bah! One of my complaints about tooltips like this. World of Warcraft had the same problem for a long time. Like, they would describe the tooltips like, oh, you do 20% of this and that, instead of actually, they would compute it when you did your damage, but not compute it in the tooltip. And that, to me, is a terrible way of communicating the damage to the players, especially when you get something like an orb involved. And like I said, oh no, we didn't. Oh, that's fine. That's a problem for tomorrow. I didn't even realize this was ready to be awakened. Well, we can't do that. We can't fix that today. We'll fix it tomorrow. But again, this just makes it so much harder, not only for us to know what the damage of the attack is, but also if you're like trying to debug, is it doing the right damage? Like, having this filled out is a big help. And obviously this won't be 100% correct, but you could at least, check against the regular damage value. That said, we will do one draw for Vincent, because I got a little long-winded there. And as you remember, and I eventually re-remembered because I record my episodes and look back at them sometimes when I forget. We are on 4-star Legendary, and all it was is I was just surprised that we did 2 Legendary runes in one episode, and not only that I didn't remember it. Hand in hands, but obviously when I found out the bad news about my artifacts, I was really more focused on that because it was a big letdown. And to me, as somebody who makes content for this game, it was extremely important to make sure that other people didn't make the same mistake, especially since I have seen a lot of new players. So let's see, 12, nope. And will this? Well, we at least got the... I always think it's funny. We don't finish this rune, but we get a buff over here. And they're the same chance, right? It's 20% either way. But so we didn't finish our 4-star Legendary rune. We got one on the 5-star Legendary. And as you know, there's only 4 runes left. It's this one, this one, this one, and this one. With, of course, this one being the one that's going to take forever. So, yeah, 2 runes until Mythic. And we've already got 2 Mythic runes done because, yeah, this is one easy to get to plus 12. I honestly don't even know why I didn't just get this to plus 12 at the time. I don't know. Same with this one. This one actually had like a ton left over too, and it's the same thing. Out of these 2 runes, this one's just harder to get for some reason. I don't know. RNG is RNG, and it works in a mysterious way. That's actually why I don't like RNG on things like that. I would much prefer a deterministic system. But I also understand that RNG can lead to... if it was a deterministic system where we extrapolated the RNG out and we said, okay, so it's a 20% chance. Rather than make it a 20% chance for 10 runes, it's a 100% chance for 50 runes. Right? Same thing. Effectively, on average, it's probably more than 50, but you get it's likely more than 50 runes, because the reality is 5 tries at 50 would be 0.8 to the 5th power, which would be 0.64, 0.512, 8 point, not 8, point, 4096, point 32, 0.32 something is, why do I try to do this stuff? God gave us calculators for a reason. 2x to the 5th. So there's a 32% chance that you wouldn't get it. As we obviously know on this channel. More realistically, it's probably like 0.8. Let's try the 10. Nope. 0.8. And this is why RNG can be fun for games like this, because it was a fixed amount of runes. Well, you just put the fixed amount of runes in, very predictable, kind of thing. And this is RNG on top of RNG, right? So you have the RNG to get the rune you need, and then you have the RNG of does this rune upgrade to end up with lopsided. Like, for example, that issue where I have more crit damage could have also be I had bad RNG and I got more crit damage on top of I had good RNG luck in getting and upgrading the crit damage. It goes both ways. So 0.8 to the 15, it leads you without a 3.5% chance. So realistically, they could have just set it to say, okay, well, we can just charge like 100 runes. And the next one could also be like 110 runes and the following 120, whatever they wanted to do. Basically saying 10 tries, you should get it at 20%, so we'll just make it, multiply it up, right? Not terrible. Honestly, my biggest thing is I really wish that they did something like, not bad luck protection, but something like there was like some other external mechanic to that system that we could engage with that, like, after so many tries or something, or using some of the dust or something, you could upgrade it so you just have better chances overall. That would be better in my opinion. Like, basically, like, you could go as far as reducing the number of runes needed and also increasing the chance of success. Regardless, we need to level up Sophia. That was a bit of a detour there in the world of mathematics, which I've been taking many detours down there. Mostly because I just hate, like, straight RNG mechanics that don't give you, like, no bad luck protection, nothing, and it's just like, I'm much more a fan of deterministic systems, but I also understand why they don't use deterministic systems, because while I am a fan, most people are not a fan, or they're not as fun to use deterministic systems. So 53 levels for Sophia. Sophia, like, inching her way to 19,000, and of course, once she's in 19,000, that's just going to be the home stretch. And of course, the last thing. Leveling up that castle. Now, I was off. I'm going to go with 17.517. I like that. That's a nice number. Are you kidding me? I was 100 off. 17.5169, and I said 17.517. And that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.